Hello, how are y'all? How was your day? Hope everything went well. Excuse the quality of the video. I know y'all used to seeing people with ring lights and all that, but we ain't there yet. So, just trying to talk to, being transparent and everything. Just bear with me. Um, Let me see. So, just to get right to the point, I'm just gonna talk about, I guess my weight loss journey, if you want to call it that. Um, I said I wasn't going to do this, but I feel like, if my story can inspire somebody else, why not? Okay, so just to start from the beginning, I think my highest weight was 374 pounds. And I felt every bit of it. I could tell there was a difference in my body once it got to that point. I think, I guess, what I guess sparked me to go ahead and start my journey. I think it was like around October, like towards the middle of October or so. I remember like it was yesterday. I was at work. I was typing, and then all of a sudden my fingers, they got numb and they started tingling. Both, yeah, like my hands started tingling, were getting numb, and then my head suddenly started spinning, like I was getting dizzy, and I didn't know why. And so, like, for the rest of the day, I was kind of to myself. I think I went to the gas station to get like some headache medicine. I mean, it kept everything subtle, but like I think the headache and the numbness and tingling in my hands lasted for like another 2 3 days. So at that point I was like, all right, Miriam, we need to go do something about this. So I went to like my local CVS minute clinic, which is kind of like a I guess a walk-in clinic in a CVS. So I went and I think the what you call those, the PA, the physician assistant, she checked my my blood levels, sugar levels, and all that. And she said it was a little high, so she sent it to go, have the lab work done. Yeah, I had to go get lab work done, blood drawing and all that stuff. So I guess a few days of that passed, and they called me back with the test results, and they said, that I was pre-diabetic. So you may want to make a doctor's appointment, to go see your doctor. And I was like, oh, okay. So when she said that, that was like, I don't know, like a oh snap, girl, what have you gotten yourself into? So typical Miriam fashion, first thing I did was I called my mama, told her what was going on. And I mean, I wasn't scared, but I was just it was just like a reality check, like, okay. So I went to, I made a doctor's appointment with, with my doctor. And I told her what was going on, what happened, and of course, they took some additional tests, and did additional lab work on me, and come to find out I wasn't pre-diabetic. However, I had a mild case of anemia. So I think, the only thing with that is just increase my iron levels, which I think I'm still working on that, because, I have instances where, I sleep with the heat on, I'll sleep with two blankets, but I'm still cold. So, I don't take iron pills consistently, but, whenever, I get that feeling of like, I'm cold, but I'll just pop a pill. Or I probably need to look at some, I guess, like recipes or like foods that, increase iron levels. If y'all have suggestions, put it below. So anyway, so even though I wasn't pre-diabetic, that was still enough to be like, all right, we're gonna have to do something. So ironically, there's a gym across the street where I live. So maybe like a day or two after I had my doctor's appointment, I went across the street. I made it, I signed up for a membership. Girl, she didn't have to give me a tour. I was like, look, I'm here, let's do it. So, I didn't officially I think it was like toward the end of October. I probably waited like a day or two before I actually went and worked out. Now, keep in mind, 374. I hadn't worked out in a while. But I think, my weight loss journey, that'll be another video. But, the first thing I did was I got on the treadmill. I think I did like 10 minutes on the treadmill. Well, I think about 10, 15 minutes on the treadmill. I think I did about 15, 20 minutes on the elliptical, and then I went home. For like the first 4 months, well, prior to us going on quarantine, I wasn't doing strength training. I was strictly just doing just on the machine, just the treadmill and the elliptical. After a while, I got a little bored with that. So what I did was I incorporated getting on the stairmaster. Ooh, child, that was a hot mess. So I think I lasted like maybe like the first 2 minutes. I was like, all right, nah, it's not gonna work. So then I learned about the little dance classes, the little studio classes, and I never really. I think I did like dance class. I had a friend that taught dance classes. But I noticed they offer Zumba class, so I went and I really enjoyed it so much that that's all I did. Like 4 days a week, I would go do Zumba 4 days a week. It worked out. It worked out for a while. Now, of course, um, another thing that's helped me, to get me to my current weight, which is 322 pounds. I cleaned up my diet. Like, I guess an example would be like in the morning for breakfast. I've never really been a big breakfast eater, even when I was a child. Like, I've conditioned myself not to eat breakfast. Don't know why. Just don't. Like, this was something I kind of had to, like, I guess force into my routine, is to put something on my stomach in the morning. So for me, it'd be like a bowl of fruit and two boiled eggs. That's enough for me. That's just me. Like I said, I'm not a big breakfast eater, so I'm not gonna force myself to eat something if I'm really not hungry. But just enough to put on my stomach. And then another thing too, I jokingly tell people I'm a part-time pescatarian now, because during the week, I pretty much eat seafood during the week. And seafood, I don't eat every seafood, but mainly like salmon. And a lot of people talk shit about tilapia, but I think it's pretty good, so I eat tilapia. Shrimp every now and then, cod, and maybe flounder. That's about it. But I can mess. Oh, I love me some salmon. But I pretty much eat seafood during the week. And on the weekends, maybe I may have like a piece of meat or something. But I think I've grown accustomed to eating seafood so much. I don't have the same I don't have the same desire for meat as I once did. So I feel like slowly but surely, I ain't gonna say I'm vegetarian, but I don't crave meat like I used to. And of course, I've increased my water intake. I need to invest in a water filter. I used to have one, but I just need to get another one, because it'll probably be cheaper just to get a filter rather than just buying a case of water every other week. So, prior to the quarantine, I'm sorry. That just made me mad. My alarm keep going off, so I turned it off. Okay, so where was I? So yes, so prior to us being on lockdown, quarantine and everything, it was, I was enjoying this new routine that I made for myself. As cliche as gonna sound, like being healthy, getting healthy is a lifestyle. Like, when I got off work, I actually look forward to going to the gym. Like, I don't know, that's me going to the gym gave me, a little bit of satisfaction. Just made me feel better about myself, about my day. Like, I would actually get upset. Like, I don't know, it's kind of weird. Like, I would, I would feel some type of way for whatever reason I couldn't go to the gym. That's how dedicated I was. And with the with us being on lockdown, I got nervous because I was like, oh my God, I don't want to mess up my progress. I don't want it to be a situation where I don't know, I overindulge or something and, I just mess up all the hard work that I put in. So I told myself, like, no, Miriam, that's not going to happen. That's not going to be the case. So, of course, I don't care for working out at home, but I don't really don't have a choice. So, what's helped me thus far was doing YouTube videos. Girls, all type of YouTube videos you can do. My personal favorite is Pop Sugar Fitness. Of course, I think I just seen Tybo Billy Blanks on there, and he's still doing his thing. I mean, there's millions of free different videos, workout fitness videos you can do on YouTube. Of course, for me, I like to do Zumba classes and stuff like that. But I'm the type of person I have to switch it up every now and then. Like I find myself getting a little bored, so I have to switch it up. So recently, what I've done was, now that I've reached a certain, I guess, milestone in my journey, I have a little more endurance. I've built up a little more strength. I can do high intensity interval trainings now. So what I've done was, with my lifestyle, my skills are getting a little hectic. My hours at work have changed, so I get off later in the evening. Um, what I do, and this may be, a good idea for other people. At least at my job, I get two 15-minute breaks, one in the morning and one in the afternoon. And so, instead of just, just lounging on the I work at home. So instead of just, just lounging on the couch or whatever, I take advantage of those two 15-minute breaks to incorporate a workout, high intensity intervals. And so, which, those two together equals 30 minutes. So, a good suggestion is, of course, YouTube has, high intensity interval trainings you can do. Or, I know me personally, Pinterest, don't sleep on Pinterest. Pinterest has pretty good, videos, well, not videos, but pictures on there as well that you can do. But I mean, that's pretty much where we're at as far as, with being on quarantine and, this little, I guess, shutdown and everything. It's a lot of uncertainty going on. I just know for me personally, I don't want to mess up my progress. That's just like my biggest fear. I don't want to mess up my progress. So, it's it's definitely in a lot of ways gotten me out of my comfort zone. It's pretty much forcing me to, Miriam, if you want more, you have to be willing to do more. So that's kind of the mindset that I have. I just don't want to mess up my progress. So, if y'all have any other suggestions or, feedback, just encourage one another during this time. If you're trying to get healthy, live a better lifestyle, feel free to shout me out in the comments. Follow me on IG. I'll start, documenting my journey more and more. Yeah, holla at your girl. Talk to you later. Bye bye.